The House will be in order. The Chair lays before the House a communication from the Speaker.
The Speaker's Room is Washington, D.C., January 25, 2024. I hereby appoint the Honorable Andy Harris to act as Speaker pro tempore on this day. Signed, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of Representatives.
The prayer will be offered by Chaplain Kibben.
Would you pray with me? As we pause to observe Holocaust Remembrance Day this weekend, we recall the haunting sentiments of Elie Wiesel. Never shall I forget the long nights in camp, the smoke, the small faces of children whose bodies were transformed under a silent sky. Never shall I forget those moments that murdered my soul and turned my dreams to ashes. Holy and merciful God, cause us to guard our souls carefully, lest we forget the testimonies our ears have heard from those who survived this evil attack on humanity. Never let these heinous memories depart from our heart, lest we forget the horror of those darkest of days and years when so many lives were cut short by hatred. But let us make them known to our children and to our children's children, that we will hold ourselves accountable to the consequences of our moral failures, of our disregard for human dignity, of our negligence in defending their right to faith and freedom. May we never forget, and may we forswear our prejudices and fight against the inhumanity that endures this day. We offer this prayer, calling on your mercy and claiming the hope that is ours in your sovereign name. Amen.
Pursuant to Section 3Z of House Resolution 5, the Journal of the Last Day's Proceedings is approved. The Chair will lead the House in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Section 9803D1C of the James M. Inhofe National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2023, Public Law Number 117263, and the Order of the House of January 9, 2023, of the following member on the part of the House to the Commission on Reform and Modernization of the Department of State.
Mr. Miller of Ohio, and from private life, Mr. Marshall Billingsley of Montgomery, Alabama.
The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Section 1 of the Library of Congress Trust Fund Board Act, 2 U.S.C. 154, and the Order of the House of January 9, 2023 of the following individual on the part of the House to the Library of Congress Trust Fund Board for a 5-year term.
Ms. Cynthia Fisher of Newton, Massachusetts.
Pursuant to Clause 4 of Rule 1, the following enrolled bills were signed by the Speaker on Wednesday, January 24, 2024.
3222, Senate 3250.
Pursuant to Section 3Z of House Resolution 5, the House stands adjourned until noon on Monday next for morning hour debate and 2 p.m. for legislative business.